Okay, so great. We are at it again. So today we'll continue where we stopped. Selling general and admin expenses. How do we forecast that going forward? So I move into the model. So this is the model, and if you look at this is also what we've got in the statement of profit or loss. So you see that, but then we need to go into the financials and see whether we can see a breakdown so that it will enable us to actually drill down into what contributes to a to a larger extent to the figure for marketing and distribution expenses. So we need to use this, and we just copy that and use it as a search term on on their financial statement. So I'll do a control F. Oh, it's there already. So I just paste what I copied and do a search. So the same figure we've got, but up here we've got some breakdown of what could be the breakdown, what could be the composition of marketing and distribution expenses. So if you take a look at this list, expenses by nature, we've got no other expense categorization except this. So profit before income tax is stated after charging these expenses. So you can see, looking for anything related to marketing and distribution. So you can see that this cannot actually help us in determining the figure for. So we make do with this second classification of expenses, which is expenses by nature. All right. So, and I don't think we don't have any other except now the personnel expenses being classified separately. Um, so that's all the classification we have for expenses. So, and we need to see if you can get the composition of marketing and distribution expenses from this list. So looking at this list, we could trace distribution expense to marketing and distribution, advertising expense to distribution, marketing and distribution, sales promotion to marketing and distribution. So these three items are actually marketing and distribution items. Factory overhead, of course not. Other expenses is not defined, but we've got a little note here which says other expenses include product research and marketing expenses, product related overheads, donations, and trade asset related expenses. So meaning that the other expenses is also part of the marketing and distribution. So the logic here that we need to actually confirm is whether the addition of these figures, I'll take that and take it into my input sheet and see. I'll just do a rough addition if I can get that addition done. Oh, I don't think I copied. Let me go again. I do a copy on this and I come here and I paste. Okay, I could have done highlighting the three of them, but it is going to show an error. So that's why I'm taking the pain to actually copy them one after the other. So sales promotion, we've got 10 million. So I paste that. Then we've got other expenses. So this is also a component of marketing and distribution. And I do a total on it. So this is the total I've got. And let's see what we've got in 2020, because these are 2020 figures. Let's see what we've got in 2020 for marketing and distribution, 48. So we've got a difference of 2 million, 2.7 million. So we need to look for what this figure could be here. So there is no resemblance of that figure here. No resemblance of that figure. So meaning that the 2 million could be could be part of the personnel expenses. Those who work in marketing and distribution, their personnel expenses is included here. You know, this, likely general license fees, part of it could be included there. So the annual report has not actually helped us in getting that breakdown as to what the 48 million is composed of. So with that, you can't do any breakdown on the expenses. So you get rid of that, and you take a forecast on the total that you've got. So I'm going to link it to our historicals figure, and I take it forward. So this is what I have got. Now I need to insert like 2 or 3 spaces in there. Now I need to relate the marketing and expenses on revenue to get the proportion of marketing expense on revenue, and that proportion will be the basis of projecting uh, it further. So in this case, revenue is driving our marketing and expenses figure, because Nestle is a company that's into manufacturing, also into distribution. I show you here. Let's see their activities. Principal activities, good. The principal activities of the company continue to be the manufacturing, marketing and distribution of food products, including purified water throughout the country. So they manufacture, they also do marketing and distribution. So, so this is a good basis of actually forecasting marketing expenses. So I would take the revenue figure from our historicals, revenue figure from our historicals, copy that, paste, and Control R. So therefore marketing will be a proportion F2. I put the column in front, and I'll say percentage of revenue, percentage of revenue. So this would be the basis of getting that. So marketing divided by revenue at HP gives us that. Then we take that forward, so we get this. So you can see the trend, 14.4 increase to 16.3, 16.2, decline to 15.2, and here we've got a decline, So taking the average of all, meaning that we are going to have 15.18. So 16 is to 16 are actually the highest they've got highest proportion of marketing on the revenue of the company. And so in the last 2 periods, they've got 15 and 13. So some analysts may project 14.47 going forward, and you can also take the average of all of the 5 years, since they are closely closely related. They are, proportionally, they are closely knitted. Unlike where you have a higher deviation between the figures. So this is still okay to take the average of the 5 years. So I'm going to be doing 15.18 going forward. So 15.18% on revenue is what we project going forward. And sales stars for assumption. So that's our assumption for that. We do the same for admin. So admin as well, we are going to project it based on revenue, copy, escape, and I come here, F2, Control V, and copy. So instead of going down there again, I take this, Control R, then this, I go link this up. Instead of going up there, I know that marketing, after marketing expenses in the historical income statement, it is admin. So I've got the link here, F2, Control A, copy, Control C to copy, escape, and I come here, F2, Control V, and I change it from 5 to 6. So this will be the admin expenses. And if you want to confirm that, 9, 9, 9, 10, 11. So you can come to the income statement and confirm that 9, 9, 9, 10, 11. So that's how to quickly get a link from it. So I will then do the driver for which will be percentage of revenue. Percentage of revenue. So admin is taken as a percentage of revenue. So we've got that, and we've got 4 being the highest here, and they had that last in 2017, 3.65, 3.49, 3.72, move up and move down. So still revolve around, um, not too much deviation in between the years. So we can do an average of the 5 years, which is 3.65%. 3.65%. Control Enter. Alt HP. Alt 6. And we use our zoom star. So that is that about selling and selling general and admin projection. All right. So the next we have is to move to the balance sheet projection, and so I'll take that in the next slide. Bye.